All right, let's be honest. We've all done it, right? You're staring at that one thing you know you need to do, and you just think, I'll get to it tomorrow. Well, today we're going to dig into the science behind why we do that, and more importantly, how to actually stop.
I mean, that question feels super personal, doesn't it? The siren song of tomorrow. It's just so easy to give into. But here's the wild part. This isn't some new modern problem. Not at all. People have been wrestling with this exact same thing for centuries.
And you can see it right in the word itself, procrastination. It comes straight from Latin, pro meaning forward and crastinus meaning of tomorrow. Yep, the ancient Romans literally had a word for putting things off until tomorrow, because they did it too. So this isn't some failure on your part, it's a baked-in piece of the human condition. And figuring out where it comes from, that's the key to finally beating it.
So, if we want to break the cycle, we have to understand the cycle first. What is actually happening in our brains when we make that choice to delay? Turns out it's got very little to do with being lazy.
So here's the big takeaway. Procrastination is almost never about laziness. It's an emotional thing. Think about it. When a task makes you anxious, or you're scared you won't do it perfectly, or it just seems huge, your brain's natural reaction is to just avoid it. You're not trying to slack off. You're just trying to dodge a bad feeling.
Okay, so let's go even deeper. Let's move from the psychological right into the biological, because there is a literal battle for control happening inside your head every single day. It's a full-on tug of war. On one side, you've got your prefrontal cortex. You can think of this as the CEO of your brain. It's the grown-up in the room. It's logical, it thinks ahead, and it's the part of you that totally gets why you need to finish that project. But that CEO, it's getting hammered with messages from the rest of the brain, the older, more impulsive parts that are just screaming, hey, let's do something fun right now. Procrastination is what happens when your CEO gets overwhelmed and can't filter out all that noise. It's a perfect picture of that internal tug of war we all feel, right?
And this battle tends to create two main types of procrastinators. First, you have the relaxed type. These are the people who actively flee from boring tasks and run toward fun things. It's basically a form of denial. Then you have the tense, nervous type. For them, it's all about feeling overwhelmed. They get so stressed by the pressure that they just shut down, which of course only leads to more guilt and more stress. See yourself in either of those?
Okay, we get it. We know the why, so what's the how? How do we fix it? Well, the answer isn't just to have more willpower. It's about fundamentally changing the system you use to handle everything that's on your plate.
Productivity guru David Allen absolutely nailed it with this quote. He said, "The mind is for having ideas, not holding them." And this is the core of the whole thing. Our brains are incredible idea-generating machines, but they are horrible file cabinets. Trying to use your head as a to-do list is just a recipe for disaster. And that's the whole idea behind the Getting Things Done method, or GTD. Think of your brain like the RAM in your computer. When you have a million tabs open, all these reminders and to-dos, everything slows down, and eventually it just crashes. The goal of GTD is to close all those mental tabs by moving them into a system you trust. That frees up all your mental bandwidth to, actually get things done.
So how do we actually do that? How do we build this system that we can really trust? Well, the GTD method makes it simple. It's just 5 steps that anyone can start using right away.
First, you collect. You do a brain dump of everything, and I mean everything that's on your mind. Then you process every single item and decide what it is. After that, you organize it, putting it on a calendar or a project list. Then you have to review your lists regularly. And finally, the best part, you just execute. You do the thing. It's a workflow that takes the thinking out of it so you can focus on the doing.
Now, if all that sounds like a lot, don't worry. If you're gonna start with just one thing from this entire system, I want you to just remember this number, 2.
It's the famous 2-minute rule, and it is so simple but so powerful. If a task pops into your head, answering an email, making a quick call, putting that one dish in the dishwasher, and it's gonna take less than 2 minutes, just do it right then. Don't write it down, don't put it on a list, just get it done. The momentum you build from this one little habit is a total game changer.
But here's the thing. A rule like this, it's about so much more than just productivity hacks. When we zoom out, what we're really talking about is consciously choosing our actions. We're moving away from just reacting and toward living with intention. There's this really cool concept in sociology called a custom. A custom isn't just a habit. It has 2 pieces. There's the corpus, which is the physical thing you do over and over again. And then there's the animus, which is the belief, the reason why you think it's necessary.
So look at procrastination through this lens. The custom is the action, delaying stuff, the belief behind it, oh, I'll feel so much better if I just do this later. But here's the cool part. That means you can choose to build a new custom, the custom of productivity. The action, using your system, capturing your tasks, and the belief, my mind must be clear to be at my best. It's a conscious shift.
And this is the real insight here. Your daily actions aren't just a random collection of habits. You are literally building the customs that shape your entire life. Every single time you choose to act or choose to delay, you're reinforcing a story about who you are.
So once you get the science and you have a system you can trust, you stop being a victim of procrastination and you become the architect of your own attention. You're in the driver's seat. You get to decide. So I'll just leave you with this one question. What customs are you going to start building today?